Hello YouTube! Hi! How are you doing? Long time no see? Well, not really, but hey. How are you doing? Hi! As you can see, I'm using different model. And I'm enjoying it. So you may see me using this model and maybe the present model on my streams and on these videos. Anyway, let's get right into the good stuff. We will be watching more Parz, the toad that broke Australia. I'm interested in that video. I did see some more Parz shorts of him, like from, the snakes and stuff. Also, my cat, the tail is cutting out. Don't cut out tail, thank you. Also, I want to apologize for me naming my last 3 videos. One from Set and 2 from Mandalore Gaming. It was supposed to be a reaction, not a review. So yeah, I want to say I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let us get into the video. Well then, let us get into the video and learn more about the toad. Also, before we go in, let me put my tail down so it doesn't distract you. Let's go!
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
Okay, that makes sense. It's Australia after all.
What if I told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day. What
do you mean by that?
Vile beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate? The answer is this fat fucking toad.
What?
But how did this war begin? Well, to answer your question, we're gonna have to go way.
Okay.
The year is 1866. We are in the land down under, and our story begins the same way many tragedies do, with the British.
Oh boy.
You see,
of course
having
the
gone
British.
hippity-hoppity, your ancestral home is now my property, around 90 years back, the Brits were in full swing, rampantly colonising the country.
Okay.
And part of that included agriculture. Now, they brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane.
Sugarcane?
Sugar is valuable, not only for trade, but also because, well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it?
Yeah, that's true. They are British. They need their tea sweet. Makes sense, Nice cup of... But why do they put milk in it? I'm sorry. Why do you put milk in tea? That doesn't make sense. That must taste disgusting.
The sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country.
Okay.
It also likes humid environments, which ruled out Western Australia.
Okay.
Which left them with one option. And so, cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866.
Okay.
But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called Dermalopida albahatum.
That's
These
a name.
are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant leaves. So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a fucking Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven and set to work demolishing the plant leaves.
Okay.
Now, funnily enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves hold full value. But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs around the base of the plants. These eggs hatched into larvae. And unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves.
So basically, small version of the very hungry caterpillar, I guess.
They eat the roots.
And
so the sugarcane starts getting absolutely spit roasted, and the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the
fucking chair. It's from the chair. What a poor guy.
Floor, along with their profits. This whole situation really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it. Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane fields. So the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations,
Okay.
or the BSES in 1900. This
Yes.
team of crack scientists then immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue every single Factorio player faces.
Bugs.
This place is covered in bugs.
Makes
They
sense.
are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins?
Easy. Bomb them. Bomb them out of the existence. Yeah. Just bomb them.
The BSES pondered this question
Oh.
for 25
What?
fucking years.
That long?
They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't work.
Okay.
They tried injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work.
Won't that ruin the sugarcane if you put that much chemicals into the, ground? Maybe.
They tried releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus. And it still didn't work.
That's a bad thing
Then,
to do.
one day in the office, while pondering this question, someone had an idea. Okay,
BSES,
we are
okay.
getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please give me
Bugs Life.
anything. What about cane toads? What? Cane toads.
Cane
Big
toads?
fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog. They eat bugs.
Yeah.
We just introduce an invasive species to fix a problem caused by an invasive species. I mean, what could
Oh, boy.
possibly go wrong?
Of course. What could possibly go wrong? Everything.
And so, in June of 1936, 2,400 brave cane divers were
God damn
deployed
it.
to the fields
The
to
hell
deal
diver
with the
is fine.
arthropod menace. But there's just one small issue.
They are doing their part.
Cane toads were fucking dog shit. Yeah,
What?
funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
Have the high ground.
On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either, so they didn't eat the larvae. Now this all sounds like
okay.
information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan.
Yeah.
This, however, implies that there was a research and study phase.
Of course there wasn't. Tell me when there will be any. Of course there wasn't any. Just throw some random thing at it and it will fix it. Probably.
The BSES did not conduct a single fucking
I made it
study
up.
on environmental impact
Oh, boy.
before releasing an army of cane toads. Are you fucked?
Ah.
This complete absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological f***ups,
Oh no.
and it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species. You
Ancient
see,
dragon-
while the cane toads
okay.
barely ate what they were supposed to, they did
Okay.
eat. And as incredibly large omnivorous toads, they ate practically anything they could fit into their mouths.
Oh. Maybe I should check out Smiling Friends, I guess. Also, hey, that's a Remy the Rat.
Rats, mice,
Lizard.
snails,
Lizard.
baby birds. It was the toad equivalent
What?
of f***ing Kirby. And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve.
One of them meets his destiny on the path he takes to avoid it. So basically, the toad that were raised there were raised into all-time buffet, all-you-can-eat buffet, I guess. Yep, that I guess that makes sense. Let me go a little bit back so we can hear it more.
And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started reproducing. A lot.
Yeah.
In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere
Oh, my-
between 8,000 to 30,000 fucking eggs per.
Imagine a human could pop out that many children at once. That would be some inflation stuff. So let's not go into that.
Clutch. But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia is
Yeah.
home to some of the deadliest
True.
creatures on the planet. Surely the local wildlife has this under control.
Yeah.
Wait, what? It came to
I'm sorry. Are they toxic? Are they poisonous?
nodes. They're poisonous.
Oh, fuck.
Little bulges on the shoulder. And those are parotid glands.
Oh,
and they
boy.
are packed to the brim with bufotoxin.
Huh?
No, that's not a D's nuts joke.
I wanted to say Buffa these nuts. God damn it. He knew what I was thinking. Oh boy. Am I not predictable?
Got him! Now, whenever the adult toads are threatened, they will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands.
Oh.
And when ingested,
Oh.
it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin.
So that's why people lick toads. I see. So that's why people lick toads. Because they want to get high. Like I didn't know that they get high, but I didn't know that they get high because of some bufotenin. Bufadis toxin, yes.
And two, the other ingredient, bufogen, just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack.
I guess don't like this toad. This toad is not to your licking, I guess.
It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles. Now, in their natural
Oh, no.
habitat, this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good and deal with this fuck-ass poison bill
Okay.
by either developing immunity or learning to eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem.
No.
And despite all of the deadly animals we've got, they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking Calid toad.
Oh no.
Now, quick question for the class.
Okay.
What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it? It gets bigger.
It gets bigger and more of them and more and more and more and start destroying everything, right? Stop spawning toads. Fuck.
And so, shortly after being
Oh, no.
introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across
Toad
the
sweep.
country. The BSES noticed this and did fucking nothing.
Not our problem. We didn't do anything. We are not to blame. Indeed, we are not to blame.
Because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further,
Yeah.
occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways like a bufotoxin teabag, killing
Oh,
native fish
no.
as well as any animals that drank from the water. The BSES did nothing.
What the?
Those eggs hatched into tadpoles, which started killing more fish. The BSES still did nothing. The swarm advanced,
What do
breaching
you
into
mean?
the Northern Territory
Nothing. What the? God damn it.
and New South Wales. When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine.
There are no toads in the Australian wilderness. There's no war in Bansingsay. Or what was it? There's nothing in Bansingsay, basically. I don't
By
know
the
what.
1980s, the
Oh,
toads
boy.
were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them.
Here's a question. How long will it take before they start to eat each other? Wait. If they start to eat each other, will they evolve into superior toad?
And considering, at this point, there were 5 fucking million of them,
Honestly, if they are this, if they are well, if they were looking like dismal, I would be happy with them. Because they look cute. Look at them.
That happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES was forced to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe,
Something was happening.
We fucked up.
but, oh well, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do about it. No,
Major.
they left it for the government to clean up. Sir, a second horde of creatures has escaped the cane field.
What?
Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how
God
much
damn it.
damage was being done, and in 1986 began funneling federal funds
Triple the
into
toad budget.
controlling the population. They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but
Good
unless
luck.
they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife.
What the fuck? Do people think? I guess not. Well, okay. Then there's me. I was already thinking of, blasting, using the bombs, but okay.
And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day. So where does that leave us?
Yeah, good question.
Short answer is kind of fucked. Cane
Oh.
toads now threaten a total of 75 native species.
Okay.
And they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll
Oh, look
to
cute.
complete extinction in
No.
parts of the country they infest.
No, they murdered them. God damn it, toads. Well, I don't like toads anyway. I like normal ducks. So, anyway.
And with the population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation
Excuse
is
me?
spreading, with predictions showing they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future.
This line moves 100 kilometers per year. Like, you mean, this line? Okay.
And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication, switching focus to harm reduction, using
Okay.
bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach
Okay.
local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged
Excuse me, what?
local wildlife toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad.
Okay.
On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to just fucking kill the toads.
Murder
You
them
are
on the spot.
supposed to
Okay,
do
I
it
see.
humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours, but most people
I want to make it very clear I do not condone this. It's cruel, but it happens.
don't want a frog taking up their freezer space.
Yeah,
So
makes
they
sense.
just use a fucking golf club or a car.
God
And
damn it.
with this being Australia, our wildlife
Oh,
is
boy.
also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom.
Nice.
And Ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed.
Oh,
Now, jokes
okay.
aside, you want to know who I feel genuinely fucking awful for?
Spiders?
Toads.
What?
They didn't ask for any of this shit.
Oh, yeah,
They just
true.
got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted.
Suffering from success,
The
yeah.
assholes in this story are the BSES and the cane growers. Because
Okay.
you may be thinking, why were they allowed to do this shit in the first place? Well,
Money.
that's the neat part. They weren't.
What?
The federal government banned the f***ing idea when they came up for it in 1935, based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads
This great toad, immune from enemies, omnivorous in its habits, and breeding all year round, may become as great a pest as the rabbit or cactus. Cactus? Cacti? Whatever, cactus.
would become a bigger f***ing issue than the beetles. But the BSES and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936.
Okay.
We are stuck in permanent toad combat
Suffering builds characters. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Suffering builds character. Oh.
because these dickheads looked at scientific advice and went, nah.
Ah. The fuck do you mean? Nah. God damn it.
You have got to be fucked.
Thanks for watching.
G'day, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thank you so much for watching. This is the
No problem.
first crack I have taken at a long form on this channel, and I'm
Yeah.
not going to lie, I had a lot of fun working on it.
That's great to hear.
I hope you enjoyed.
Let's hope for more.
Also, a quick announcement if anyone missed it. We're partnered with GamerSubs now. The link in the code
Nice.
is in the description. So go
Yeah, go there. If you're buying gamer subs, support him.
grab yourself a tub, man. Also, just want to thank each and every one of you watching this.
Aww.
Literally
thank you.
changing my life. That will never not mean
I
the
talk-
world to me. So
If I talk about this too long, I will cry. Seriously, thank you. Aww.
Hope you all have a bloody fantastic rest of your holiday period.
Thank you.
And I will see you all next time.
Bye bye. Honestly, great video. Also, you can see that I'm watching more Pegasus. But anyway, great video by more Parz. I do enjoy his shorts about Australian wildlife, and this was interesting, really interesting too. Like, why would you release the toads if it was banned? Like, why are you this stupid? Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this video reaction. Yes, it's a reaction, not a review. But yeah, if you enjoyed, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. Please, you can comment what I should react to next. I'm checking all my comments, even the bad ones. And if you didn't enjoy the reaction, you can always dislike and comment, tell me what I should try to do better. But yeah, thank you for watching the video and see you next time. Bye bye. Bye.